Hey, it's your boy Gas, and I'm back. Man, I don't know. I mean, part of me don't want to report on the stupid stuff, but I gotta report on the stupid stuff because that's just the world we live in. Uh, it wouldn't be today. It's been about a day or so, maybe a day or two ago. The president decided to uh write a tweet, and this tweet it was so unbelievable that I had to report on it because it's like I don't know what I feel like as a president, there should be certain qualifications that you should meet, and one of them should be that you should at least know basic laws, especially basic laws that apply to you as the president. And I feel like he doesn't really do that. I don't think he actually knows any of the basic laws to being a president. Certain things you can and cannot do, or the ones that he has violated, he found some kind of loophole through. So it's kind of like, I guess none of it really matters at this point. It's like if he violates a law and nothing happens to him, they just point it out like, oh, that's illegal, and it gets blown over in a couple days. So today I want to address this tweet right here. In this tweet, he got upset because Goodyear, which is a tire company, I got me a pair of Goodyears on my whip. Um, they decided that they didn't want any of their employees wearing one of his MAGA hats. He recently released a MAGA hat, and the MAGA hat says uh, China virus on it, or something along those lines. And they felt like it's hate speech, and I mean it is hate speech. I don't care what anybody else tries to tell me. It's hate speech. This is not a China virus. This virus was originated in China, but it was in a lot of other places before it got here, and it had multiple chances of being avoided of being here. But our president decided to spend the first 2 months calling it a hoax, and then 2 months after that, fighting scientists. And now he's at a point where either the scientists have given up or he just has phased them out of reality, because I barely even see any scientists doing or saying anything. Uh, I don't remember the last time I seen Dr. Fauci on TV, and I'm a big fan of him, but I feel like he's been kind of silenced. Deborah Birx said like a few things, and then as soon as she said them, he tweeted out that they were foolish or stupid or whatever it was, and she just went silent too. So I feel like the scientists in our communities are just not as tough as I feel like they should be. If you're a scientist, you should be way tougher than this. As a kid who grew up wanting to be a scientist, and a kid who spent time taking. I learned a little bit of things. I was the science experiment kid. I did the electrical stuff, and I had a favorite thing. I mean, I had a lot of uh, the old little sets you used to get back in the day where you just mix them up and things like that. And I was a big fan of science, but I always looked at scientists as these powerful people that didn't let things get in their way. And I feel like that's not what I'm seeing in this pandemic, which hopefully is once in a lifetime. As of right now, it's once in a lifetime, but if it happens again, that's twice in a lifetime. Well, let's hope it's not more than twice in a lifetime. But back to the topic at hand, basically because they could not wear these hats. I don't know why the president would know something this small. It's not important enough to me for it to be reaching up to the president. I mean, this is a man who had no idea that troops were being uh, had basically contracts on their head overseas, but he definitely knows when Goodyear decided they didn't want to promote his hats or allow their people to wear the hats. This is also a man who had no idea that half his damn cabinet were criminals, but for some reason he knows about Goodyear and their policies. I don't know, man. It blows me away every time he says something, because it's like the stuff that he focuses on is nothing that's important. Um, it's like he prioritizes favoritism. It's like a little kid. If you're not favored, showing him favoritism, then you're all types of names in the media, or you're unimportant, or he's going to promote you as. I mean, Goya decide to kiss his ass and be and promote him, and the man posed in the Oval Office at a sacred desk that's been around for generations, that every president has sat behind, and you're not supposed to do and I believe that's illegal too. I need to look that up, but I'm pretty sure it's illegal to promote anything from that desk. And he promoted Goya. He did a whole press conference with with beans and Goya cans around him, and I know for a fact that a man as racist as him, who doesn't like Mexicans or and didn't know that Puerto Rico was a part of the United States, has never had a can of Goya in his existence. But I digress. Uh, it seems as though in order to get to get by in the world, you have to be a fan of Donald Trump. And if you're not, he sends out tweets like the one you see on my screen right now, basically saying to no longer buy Goodyear tires. Simply because they announced the ban on the MAGA hat. I really can't even begin to understand how this is even possible for the President of the United States to tweet something out like this, and it wasn't immediately taken down. No government official stepped in. I seen a lot of government officials tweeting out that it was illegal, but nobody did anything. And this is where we have a major problem with our president, with the president job. There are so many things that a president is immune to that it's almost insane. It's like the same stuff that we as citizens would do and get arrested for, he does and just smiles on in the camera the next day. And I feel like after this presidency, whatever president comes in next should really do something to bring a hammer to presidents in the future. There needs to be more policies against presidents, actions that can be taken against a president. And I understand it opens a door for people to be able to frame presidents, things like that, but there should be loopholes about that. This is what these people are here for. They pay these government officials all of this money to govern and to make laws and bills and things like that. So I mean, what are you guys getting paid for if y'all can't figure out bills that protect as well as hold presidents accountable at the same time? That's what your job is. My job wouldn't allow me to not be able to produce when they tell me they need something that might seem impossible. They look at you and say, well, figure it out. And that's what I say to government officials is figure it out. We need more policies against presidents. We need more write more amendments. I don't care. Something. The president cannot cross over, so that we can never have this type of situation again where a president can just sit in the office and do what they want, and all we can do is tweet about how it's illegal, but nobody can do anything. I understand when he gets out, he might be facing some music, but what about we shouldn't have to sit through this. You shouldn't have to sit through this and wait for him to get out, and the chance that he doesn't get out. Then what? Then everything he's done is just sitting there for another 4 years. The Constitution needs to be rewritten. The laws need to be redone. A lot of things need to be looked at after this presidency. I'm not sure if Joe Biden will do it, but somebody needs to do it. It needs to be done. That's all I got to say. Sorry I had to be gloomy, but I felt like this was not only funny, but also a serious situation also, because it just shows like the failures of our government, that we allowed something as nasty as in his words, as Donald Trump to make it in office and be able to tweet things like this without any repercussions whatsoever. This is a business. This is a United States business. As a man who claims that his idea is to keep businesses in the United States, you don't hurt your businesses that's in your own country by tweeting for people to not buy from them simply because you don't like a policy that they upheld. To me, everything with this man is backhanded. You're only as good as he needs you to be. You're only as important as he deems you to be. If you're caught, he doesn't know you. If you don't support him, he doesn't support you. He'll promote to try to tear your business and your company down. It's literally a terrible thing. This is where we are as a country. Hopefully that changes. This is Gas, and I'm out.